Chapter 1. Take control and change your life today. Your life won't change until you decide to change it. That's the truth most people never face. They wait, they blame others, they make excuses, but real change always starts with you. Not next week, not someday, right now. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest with yourself. Are you tired of saying, I'll do it tomorrow? Are you tired of making plans but never taking action? If so, this is your moment to stop and say, enough. I'm ready to take control. Example. Let's say you want to start a small business that you've watched videos, followed pages, talked about your idea for months, but nothing has changed. Why? Because thinking about it is not the same as doing it. Success doesn't come from just dreaming, that IT comes from taking real action. You don't need more motivation. You need direction. And the first step is this. Backhand index pointing right, take full responsibility for your life. Not your boss, not your parents, not your friends. You did if your life isn't where you want it to be. Don't look around. Look in the mirror. That's where real change begins. Light bulb example. Maybe you're unhappy with your job. You feel stuck. You tell yourself, the company doesn't treat me well, or I don't have time to look for something better. But what if instead you said, I'm the one who chooses to stay. I can also choose to grow, learn something new, or look for a better path. See the difference? It's about taking your power back. Yes, it's hard to admit you haven't done your best. It's hard to say, I could have tried harder. But that's where growth starts. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting and start moving. Too many people waste years waiting. Waiting for the right time, waiting for more money, waiting to feel ready, waiting for someone to push them, but here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. And that's great news, because it means you're in control. You can start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier, read 10 pages a day. Start walking 15 minutes a day. Save $1 a day. Eat one healthier meal. These small steps add up. You don't need to fix everything at once. Just start somewhere. Warning example. A man wanted to lose weight, that he didn't join a gym, that he didn't buy expensive supplements, that he just started walking around his block every day for 15 minutes. Later, it became 30 minutes. Then he added healthy meals that a year later, he lost 20 kg. Not for motivation, just daily action. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for perfect weather. Some days will be rainy. Some days will be hot. But if you only walk on sunny days, you'll never build the habit. Discipline is stronger than motivation. Discipline is a choice. Folded hands example. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't wait to feel motivated, right? You just do it. Why? Because it's a part of your routine, that's what you need with your goals. Make them part of your life, not just ideas in your head. Ask yourself, how are you really living? What are your habits? Are you proud of how you spend your time? Are your actions helping your future? If not, don't run from the truth. Face it. That truth is your new starting point. You don't need to feel ashamed about where you are, but don't stay there. Take control. Stop saying, I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll try next week. And start asking, what can I do today to move forward? Example, a student kept failing in school that he always said, I'm not smart, or the teacher doesn't explain well. But one day he realized he never studied at home. So he changed one thing. He studied for 30 minutes before bed every night. That a few months later, he passed. IT wasn't luck. That IT wasn't a better teacher. That IT was ownership. You have that same power. You can take back your time, fix your finances, protect your energy, improve your health, break bad habits, build new ones. It all starts when you say, I am responsible for my life, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching, even when you feel like giving up. When you take full responsibility, you start to believe in yourself. You start to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you make better choices. The real reward is not just success, that it's the person you become. Someone who, white heavy checkmark, shows up, white heavy checkmark, finishes what they start, white heavy checkmark, leads their own life. So stop waiting. Stop blaming. Stop making excuses. Say to yourself, it starts with me right now, because your life doesn't change when the world changes. IT changes when you change. Chapter 2. Stand up and do what needs to be done. Most people already know what they need to do, that they've known it for weeks, months, even years. The problem isn't knowledge. The problem is not doing it. There's a big gap between what people say they want and what they actually do. They talk about goals. They make plans. They dream big. But nothing happens because they don't take action. Speech balloon example. A woman says, I want to learn English. She buys a book, downloads apps, and watches YouTube videos. But 3 months later, she hasn't even finished one lesson. Why? Because she never made time to practice every day. It's not about wanting, it's about doing that. And no one is going to push you, and no one is going to wake you up early, and no one is going to force you to take your life seriously. That's your job. And if you want to become your best self, you have to do the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. Fire real life. Think of someone going to the gym. Some days they feel excited. Other days they feel tired, but they still go. Why? Because they've made a decision. I want to be healthier, so I'm showing up. That's how real progress begins. Not when it's easy, but when it's hard. It's easy to make plans. It's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow. It's easy to stay comfortable. But comfort doesn't bring change. Action does. You grow the most when you do things you've been avoiding. That difficult phone call, that work you keep putting off, that health check you've been skipping, that scary step you know you need to take, you don't need more advice. You don't need another book or another video. You need to start. Even if it's small, even if it's slow, even if you feel nervous. White heavy checkmark example. A man wants to start a YouTube channel that he spends weeks thinking of a name, a logo, and equipment, but he never posts a video. Then one day he records with just his phone that it's not perfect, but he posts it. That's the beginning. Action is how you learn. Action builds confidence, not thinking, doing. Many people say, I'm waiting for the right time, but that time may never come. Life doesn't stop for you to get ready. If you keep waiting, life will pass you by. That a year from now, you could still be in the same place if you don't act. Deep down, you know you were made for more, but knowing is not enough. You have to prove it. With what you do next, it's easy to say you want to change, but it's harder to actually do something today. Tired or not, busy or not, afraid or not, show up anyway. Life doesn't reward talk, that IT rewards follow through. Directed action tip. Clean your room. Fix your routine. Stop making excuses. Turn off your distractions. Stop saying, I'll do it later. Do one thing today, just one, that pushes your life forward. That's how you build momentum. Point one small step, then another and another. That's how you start to move. That's how your mindset changes. You don't need motivation. You need movement. Start moving your body. Start organizing your time. Start being clear about what matters most. Make a list. Cut out the time wasters. Make sacrifices. Why? Because the life you want isn't going to come to you. You have to go and get it. Speech balloon example. You say, I want to save money, but you eat out every day, scroll online stores, and never track your spending. Want to save is not enough. You need to do things that help you save. Cook at home, write a budget, say no to things you don't need if that's real change. Most people know what they need to do, but they avoid it. They wait, they blame, they say, I'll try next time. They stay busy with easy things and ignore the hard stuff. But the hard stuff is where your growth is hiding. You don't need a big plan. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take the first step. Stop repeating the same plans over and over. Stop quitting before you even begin. Stop avoiding the real work. Be patient with your results, but be serious with your actions. Keep going, keep learning, keep adjusting. And most of all, stop making excuses for not starting. High voltage final example. A young man wanted to improve his speaking skills. He felt nervous that he didn't know where to begin. But instead of overthinking, he started reading out loud for 5 minutes each day, that he recorded his voice, that he listened and improved a little every week. 6 months later, he was confident speaking on stage. That's how it happens. Not by waiting, but by doing. Chapter 3. Get out of your own way. Sometimes the biggest thing stopping us is ourselves, not our job, not our family, not our money, not the world, just us, our habits, our fear, our mindset. You say you want to grow, but you keep doing the same things. You say you want success, but you keep making excuses. You say you want to change, but you keep waiting. That if you really want to move forward, you need to get out of your own way. Example, you want to start waking up earlier. You set your alarm for 5:30 a.m. But when the alarm rings, you hit snooze again and again. You wake up late and feel frustrated. The problem isn't the alarm, it's you. We all have a voice inside us that says, not now. I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow. What if I fail? That voice is fear, it's doubt. And if you keep listening to it, you'll stay stuck. You must learn to ignore that voice and take action anyway. Real talk. Your mind is powerful. That IT can build you up or tear you down. If you keep thinking, I'm not good enough, nothing ever works out for me, I always mess things up, then guess what? You'll start to believe it. And when you believe it, you'll act like it. You can have talent. You can have skills. But if your mindset is weak, none of it matters. You have to believe that you're capable, even when you feel scared. Example, a young woman wanted to apply for a promotion at work. She had the skills. She had the experience. But her mind kept saying, you're not ready. She almost didn't apply. Then one day, she told herself, I might be scared, but I'll try anyway. She applied and got the job. Courage doesn't mean you're never afraid. IT means you take action even when you are. If you're always overthinking, stop. Take a deep breath. Choose one small step and do it. Even a little progress is better than no progress. Here's some common ways people get in their own way. They compare themselves to others. She's doing better than me. He's more talented. But comparison steals your joy and your focus. That you're not here to be them. You're here to be you. They wait for perfect timing. I'll start next month. I'll do it when I feel ready. But perfect timing never comes. Start messy. Start small. Just start. They let fear control them. What if I fail? What will people think? But what if you succeed? What if people are inspired by your effort? Don't let fear win. The truth is, you don't need more time. You don't need permission. You don't need anyone's approval. You just need to get out of your own way. Tip: when you catch yourself saying things like, I can't, it's too late, I'm not ready. Stop and say this instead. I'll do my best today, and I'll grow from there. That one change in thinking can lead to massive results over time. You don't have to do everything at once. Just take the first step. Send the message. Apply for the job. Go for the walk. Write the first sentence. Start saving a little. Action clears the fear. Movement builds momentum. Example: a man wanted to start public speaking, but he was terrified that he'd join a local speaking club. At his first meeting, he just introduced himself. The next week, he shared a short story. Now, 1 year later, he speaks at events confidently. What changed? He stopped standing in his own way. The more you act, the quieter your fears become. You begin to trust yourself. You build confidence, not from thinking, but from doing. Success is not just about working hard, it's also about letting go of your own negative thoughts, your fears, and your self-doubt. You are not stuck because of your situation. You are stuck because of what you keep telling yourself. Change the story in your head, and you'll change the story of your life. Final steps: stop blaming, stop waiting, stop doubting, and start doing. Your future is waiting, but you must get out of your own way to reach it. Chapter 4. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Many people never reach their goals because they think they have to be perfect. They think success means never failing, never missing a step, never making mistakes. But that's not true at all. The truth is, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. Example: imagine someone wants to get fit. They go to the gym once, then eat healthy for 1 day. After that, they miss a few days and say, "I messed up. I'll start again next month." That's the problem. They were aiming for perfect, not progress. You don't need to be amazing every day. You just need to show up again and again. Even if you mess up, even if you fall behind, even if you feel tired, what matters most is that you don't quit. The people who succeed aren't perfect. They're just the ones who keep showing up day after day, week after week, month after month. Think about this. A person who works out 3 times a week for a year will see better results than someone who works out every day for a month, then quits. A person who reads 10 pages every day will finish more books than someone who reads 100 pages in 1 day and stops for weeks. Small, steady actions build real change. Progress is not about going fast. It's about not stopping. Real life example. A man wanted to learn guitar. First, he tried to practice for 2 hours a day, but he got tired and gave up after a week. Then he changed his plan that he practiced just 15 minutes a day. Every day to a year later, he could play full songs easily. He didn't do it by being perfect. He did it by being consistent. Life gets busy. You'll miss a day that you'll feel lazy sometimes, but that's okay. You're human, but don't let one bad day turn into a bad week or month. Get back on track as soon as you can. Helpful reminder: if you miss one workout, no problem that if you eat junk food 1 day. No problem that if you skip reading or studying one night. No problem. Just don't let it become a habit. Come back stronger the next day. That's what consistency means. Some people keep starting over again and again because they expect too much too soon. They want fast results. They want instant progress. And when they don't see it, they quit. But real success takes time. It takes patience. It takes daily effort. Speech balloon example. Think about growing a plant. You water it every day. First, nothing seems to happen. But after a few weeks, it grows. That if you stop watering it because nothing is happening, you'll never see it bloom. Your habits are like seeds. Keep watering them. Keep showing up. The results will come. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You just need to stay in the game. Don't say, I missed one day, I failed. I'm too far behind, why bother? Others are better than me, so I'll quit. Instead say, one bad day won't stop me. I'll try again tomorrow. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better. Consistency builds confidence. Every time you show up, you prove to yourself, I can do this. And when you believe in yourself, you stop quitting, you stop starting over, you keep moving forward. Tip: create simple, repeatable routines. Wake up at the same time. Plan your day the night before. Do one small task toward your goal every day. The more consistent your actions, the easier success becomes. Even on hard days, do something. Even if it's small, do something. You don't need a perfect day. You just need to keep going. Success doesn't come from doing big things once at IT, comes from doing small things over and over. Final example. A student wanted to improve her English. She wasn't confident, but she made a plan: 10 minutes of speaking and 10 minutes of reading every day. After 3 months, she felt stronger. After 6 months, she could talk with native speakers. She didn't do anything huge. She was just consistent. Final message. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to go fast. You just have to keep going, because the people who win in life aren't the smartest or the strongest. They're the ones who don't stop that keep going. Even if it's slow, even if it's messy, even if no one notices, keep going until your success has no choice but to show up. Chapter 5. Build habits that make you stronger. Your success in life is not based on what you do once, that it's based on what you do every day. That's why habits matter so much. Good habits move you forward. Bad habits hold you back. That if you want to grow, succeed, and live better, you need to build habits that make you stronger. What is a habit? A habit is something you do automatically. You don't think about it. It just happens, like brushing your teeth, checking your phone, drinking coffee in the morning. Now, imagine if you had powerful habits like reading 10 pages every day, exercising 20 minutes a day, saving money every week, practicing your skills daily, thinking positively every morning. These habits would completely change your life. Example. Let's say you want to become more confident. Confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build with small habits like speaking up at meetings, saying hello to strangers, writing your thoughts down, practicing new skills every day. Small actions, repeated daily, become habits. And strong habits build a strong life. If your habits are hurting you, you must change them. You don't have to fix everything at once. Start with one small habit. For example, instead of checking your phone when you wake up, drink a glass of water. Instead of watching TV all evening, read for 20 minutes. Instead of saying, I'm tired, say, let me do 5 minutes first. These small changes grow over time. They may not feel big, but they make a huge difference. Bad habits to watch out for: scrolling social media for hours, going to bed late for no reason, skipping meals, or eating too much junk food, always saying, I'll do it later, hanging around negative people. These habits steal your energy, time, and focus. Replace bad habits. Don't just stop bad habits. Replace them with better ones. Don't say, I'll stop using my phone so much. Instead say, I'll read a book every night before bed. Don't say, I'll stop wasting money. Say, I'll save $5 every time I want to buy something I don't need. Replacing is easier than removing. That you're giving your brain something better to focus on. Real life example. A man wanted to stop drinking soda. He didn't just quit. He replaced it with water and fruit juice. He kept a bottle nearby at all times. Now, after 3 months, He doesn't even crave soda anymore. That's the power of replacement. How to build a strong habit. 1. Start small. Try to change everything at once. Pick one habit. Make it easy. Example, do 5 push-ups. Write one sentence. Drink 1 glass of water. Point 2. Be consistent. Do it every day. Same time, same way. Repetition builds routine. Point 3. Track it. Make a simple checklist or use a calendar. Seeing your progress will motivate you to keep going. Point 4. Reward yourself. Give yourself something small when you succeed. Even saying "I did it" out loud helps. Point 5. Be patient. Habits take time. Don't give up if you miss a day. Just restart the next day and keep moving. Mistakes people make. Trying to change too much at once, quitting after one bad day, comparing their progress with others, waiting for the perfect time to start. Remember, it's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it repeatedly. Example, a student wanted to get better at writing. He started writing one short paragraph every day. Just one. After a month, he was writing full pages. After 6 months, he wrote his first blog. Now he's writing a book. It all started with one simple habit, done every day. Your habits shape your life. You can't change your future without changing your daily actions. If you want to become successful, don't focus on the big dream. Focus on the small things you do every day. Final reminder, good habits make life easier. Bad habits make life harder. Every small step counts. Ask yourself, what are my daily habits right now? Are they helping me or hurting me? What's one small habit I can change today? Because at the end of the day, you become what you repeat. Chapter 6. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Everyone feels fear. It's a normal part of life. But the problem is this. Too many people let fear control them. They stop chasing their goals. They stop speaking up. They stop trying new things. Not because they can't, but because they're afraid. If you want to grow, you must learn to feel fear and do it anyway. Example, you want to start a business. You feel excited, but also scared. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you lose money? These thoughts are normal. But if you let them stop you, your dream dies before it begins. Courage means you keep going even when fear is there. You don't have to wait until you feel brave. You just have to act while feeling nervous, because bravery isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is moving forward in spite of it. Real life example. A young woman wanted to speak at an event. She had never spoken in front of a crowd. Her heart was beating fast. Her hands were shaking. But she stepped on stage and spoke anyway. After that day, her confidence grew. Now she speaks at many events. She didn't wait to stop being scared. She took the step anyway. Fear sounds like, what if I'm not good enough? What if people judge me? What if I make a mistake? What if I look stupid? You can't let these questions stop you. Ask better questions instead. What if this changes my life? What if I succeed? What if this is the start of something great? Shift your focus. Fear shrinks when your purpose grows. Why do we fear? Your brain wants to keep you safe, not successful. That's trying to protect you from pain or failure. But growth doesn't happen in the safe zone. Growth happens when you take risks. Every successful person you admire had to push through fear. Example, think of someone learning to swim. The water feels scary at first, but with each small step, from standing in the pool to floating to swimming across, they gain confidence. That it didn't happen overnight. They had to try, fail, and try again. That's how courage grows. You don't need to jump into your biggest fear right away. Start with small steps. Are you afraid to speak up? Start by sharing your opinion with one person. Want to make videos? Record one video just for yourself. Want to sell your product? Offer it to one person. Learn, then offer to another. Each small step shrinks fear and builds courage. Reminder, action beats fear. Movement creates confidence. Sitting and worrying makes it worse. So take action. Even if you're shaking, even if you're unsure, even if you're nervous, that's how you grow. Practical steps to beat fear. 1. Name your fear. Say it out loud. I'm scared of. Once you name it, it loses power. Point 2. Write down the worst that could happen. Ask yourself, can I handle it? Most of the time, the answer is yes. Point 3. Break it down. Take one small step, then the next. Don't jump too far at once. Point 4. Celebrate your courage. Even small wins matter. Reward yourself for trying. Point 5. Keep practicing. The more you face your fear, the smaller it gets. Don't wait for fear to disappear. You might wait your whole life. Learn to take action with fear. That's when you become unstoppable. Final example. A man was afraid of asking for help. He always said, I'll figure it out alone. But he stayed stuck. Point 1 day, he asked a mentor one small question. That led to a conversation, which led to new ideas, which led to results. All because he faced his fear and asked. Final words. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is a signal. It means you're doing something that matters. Don't run from fear. Run through it. That you're stronger than your fear. The life you want is on the other side of it. Take the step. Even if you're scared, do it anyway. Chapter 7. Stay focused and stop getting distracted. These days, distraction is everywhere. Your phone buzzes. Social media pulls you in. Notifications pop up. People want your attention. It's easy to lose hours doing things that don't matter. But if you want to grow, if you want to succeed, if you want to be proud of your life, you need to learn how to stay focused. Example, you sit down to study or work. You plan to focus for 1 hour, but 5 minutes later, you check your phone. Then you scroll through TikTok or Instagram. Then you reply to messages. Suddenly, an hour is gone, and you did nothing important. Sound familiar? That's how distraction steals your time. Truth. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're unfocused. They have the energy, they have the talent, they have the time, but they keep getting pulled in 10 directions and never finish anything. Focus is a superpower. When you focus on one thing for a long time, you grow faster than 99% of people. Want to write a book? Focus. Want to build a business? Focus. Want to learn a skill? Focus. Want to change your life? Focus. Focus means saying, this is my priority, and I'm not letting distractions steal it. Common distractions. Your phone, social media, TV notifications, negative people, multitasking, saying yes to everything. These may seem small, but they eat up your time and kill your progress. What to do instead? 1. Turn off notifications. You don't need to check every message right away. Point 2. Set time limits for social media. Use apps that block distractions if needed. Point 3. Work in blocks. Focus for 25 to 50 minutes, then take a 5 to 10 minute break. Example, the Pomodoro technique. 4. Have a clear goal every day. Write it down. Look at it often. Point 5. Say no more often. If it's not helping your goals, skip it. Real life example. A student was failing because she kept watching YouTube all night. She knew she needed to study, but distractions won every time. Then she made one rule: no YouTube until I finish 1 hour of study. In 2 weeks, her grades improved. Not because she got smarter, but because she got focused. Discipline helps you stay focused. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want right now. Ask yourself, what's stealing my time each day? What's helping my future? And what's hurting it? What's one distraction I can remove this week? You don't need more hours in the day. You just need to protect the hours you already have. Focus equals freedom when you control your attention. You get more done in less time. You feel less stress. You feel proud of your progress. You move closer to your goals every day. That's the power of focus. Final example. A man wanted to start a podcast, but every day he played games and scrolled online. He kept saying, I don't have time. One day, he deleted 2 apps and replaced that time with writing podcast scripts. Within 2 months, he launched a show. The time was always there. He just needed to protect it. Final words. Stop letting distractions steal your future. Protect your time like it's gold, because it is. Say yes to your goals. Say no to everything that pulls you away from them. Stay focused. You don't need to do more. You just need to focus on what matters most. Chapter 8. Stop blaming others and take full responsibility. If your life is not the way you want it to be, there's one powerful truth you need to accept. It's your responsibility. Not your boss, not your parents, not your partner, not the economy, not your past. You're responsible for your life. Blaming other people feels easy, but it keeps you stuck. Taking responsibility feels hard, but it sets you free. Example: a man complains, my job pays too little. My boss is unfair. That may be true, but if he stays at that job year after year without improving his skills, without trying to grow, without looking for something better, then the real problem is not the boss. It's his own decision to stay stuck. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. That's personal power. Blame versus responsibility. Blame says, it's not my fault. They made me feel this way. If they changed, I'd be happy. Responsibility says, it's my job to fix this. I choose how to respond. I can improve my situation. When you blame others, you give away your power. When you take responsibility, you take your power back. Real life example. A student failed his exam that he said, the teacher didn't explain well. But another student in the same class passed it. So instead of blaming, he looked at himself and realized he didn't study enough. He made a new study plan. Next exam, he passed. The turning point wasn't more teaching that IT was taking ownership. This doesn't mean everything is your fault. Some things are truly unfair. Some things hurt. Some things were done to you. But if you wait for others to fix your life, you'll wait forever. Your life gets better when you take control. Ask yourself honestly, what area of my life am I blaming others for? What's one thing I could take full responsibility for today? It might be your time, your attitude, your energy, your money, your focus. Take back control, one choice at a time. Real strength is looking at your mistakes and saying, I could have done better. Now I will. It's not weakness to admit you were wrong, that it's power. It's maturity. That mindset creates leaders. That mindset changes lives. Build the habit of ownership. 1. When something goes wrong, pause. Don't point fingers. Ask yourself, what could I do differently? 2. Say, I take full responsibility out loud. Even when it's hard. 3. Make a plan to fix or improve the situation. 4. Stick to your word. Don't just talk. Take action. Point 5. Learn from mistakes. Don't repeat them, grow from them. Example: a woman kept arguing with her partner. She always said, "He never listens." One day she stopped and asked herself, "Do I really listen? Do I attack instead of understand?" She worked on her communication. Slowly, the relationship improved. The change started when she took responsibility. When you blame others, you stay in pain. When you take ownership, you step into power. Final reminder: blame is easy, but it keeps you weak. Responsibility is hard, but it makes you strong. You can't change your whole life today, but you can change your choices today. Start there. Say this to yourself: no more excuses. I own my time, my energy, and my actions. My future is in my hands. Because in the battle of you versus you, taking responsibility is how you win. Chapter 9. Be patient. Success takes time. We live in a fast world. Fast food, fast internet, fast answers. So we start expecting fast success too. But real success doesn't work like that. IT takes time. IT takes patience. IT takes daily effort, even when you don't see results right away. Speech balloon example: you plant a seed today, you water it tomorrow. The next day, nothing. You dig it up and throw it away. No, you keep watering it. You know growth is happening under the surface, even if you can't see it yet. That's how success works too. People often quit too soon. They say, "It's not working. I'm not seeing results. Maybe it's not for me." But what if they were just one more step away from their breakthrough? Real life example: a man started a small YouTube channel. For the first 6 months, he only had 100 subscribers. He felt like giving up, but he kept posting. That he learned from mistakes. He stayed patient. Point 1 year later, his video went viral. Now he has over 1 million followers. That success didn't happen overnight. That IT came because he stayed in the game. Important truth: consistency plus patience equals success. Most people can be consistent for a week. Some can stay strong for a month, but very few can stay focused for a year or more. The ones who do, those are the winners. It's easy to feel tired. It's normal to doubt yourself. But success rewards the ones who don't quit. Think about this. Muscles don't grow in one workout. Money doesn't grow in one day of saving. Skills don't grow from one lesson. Confidence doesn't come from one speech. Everything worth having takes time. Ask yourself, can I wait without giving up? Can I stay focused even when it feels slow? Can I keep going when no one claps for me yet? If you say yes, you're already ahead of most people. How to build patience. 1. Track your progress weekly, not daily. Daily changes are small. Weekly progress is clear. Point 2. Celebrate small wins. Even tiny steps count. Give yourself credit. Point 3. Remember your why. Keep your reason in front of you, on your wall, on your phone, anywhere. Point 4. Avoid comparing. Everyone grows at a different speed. Run your race. Point 5. Visualize the long term. Ask yourself, where will I be in 1 year if I keep going? Example: a student wanted to learn English. After 1 month, he said, "I still make mistakes. It's not working." But his teacher told him, "Keep going. In 6 months, you'll be shocked by your own progress." He stayed patient. Now he speaks confidently and even teaches others that don't rush your journey. You are not late. You are not behind. You are growing at your own pace. Stay patient. Don't say, "Why is it taking so long? Maybe I'm not good enough. They're ahead of me." Say, "I'm moving forward, even if it's slow." Great things take time. I will not quit on myself. Final message. Be patient with your journey. Keep showing up. Trust your effort. Stay focused on the long game. Because the ones who win are not the fastest. They're the ones who don't stop that I in the battle of you versus you. Patience is your superpower. Chapter 10. You are your only competition. Throughout this book, we've talked about growth, action, habits, and mindset. But here's one last truth you must carry with you. You are not competing with anyone else. Your real competition is not your friend, your coworker, or the people on social media. Your real competition is the old version of you. Example. You scroll through Instagram and see someone with a new car. Someone else just got married. Another person is traveling the world. You start to feel small. You feel behind. But remember, you're only seeing their highlight reel, not their real life. Don't compare your day one to someone else's year five, that you're not here to be better than others, that you're here to be better than you were yesterday. That's it. That's the game. You versus you. Real competition is this. Are you more focused today than you were last week? Are you more patient than last year? Are you trying harder, thinking clearer, doing better? If yes, you're winning. Stop chasing other people's paths. Build your own. Example. Two runners are in a race. One keeps looking side to side to see who's faster. The other keeps their eyes straight ahead and runs their best race. Who finishes stronger? The one who focuses on their own lane. That's what you need to do. Run your race. Focus on your pace. Improve your time. Remind yourself, you don't need to be first. You just need to keep moving. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be growing. You don't need to win today. You just need to show up. Every small win matters. Waking up early, finishing your workout, choosing water instead of soda, reading instead of scrolling, speaking kindly to yourself, these little victories build your new self. Final example. A man used to compare himself to everyone that he always felt behind. Then he changed his question. Instead of asking, am I better than them? He started asking, am I better than I was last week? That one change gave him peace, power, and purpose. Final words. You don't need to prove yourself to the world. You need to prove yourself to you. Be proud of your effort. Celebrate your progress. Keep pushing, no matter how long it takes. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to be the best. You just have to be your best. Final challenge. Every morning, ask yourself, how can I be 1% better today? Every night, ask yourself, did I grow today, even a little? That mindset will take you further than talent, luck, or money ever will. Remember, this journey isn't about who finishes first. It's about who doesn't quit. You don't need to chase anyone. Just keep becoming a better version of you. Because in the end, it's not you versus them that it's always been.